I don't get it. You know, I mean, how many times have you been into a restaurant? Because I'm the world's worst at this.
Right.
I'll walk in, and do you remember back in the day, I think it was Pizza Hut, they used to have that stand with a sign on it that said, "Wait here to be seated."
Good old pizza, yeah, I do remember that. Some of that, yeah.
My record was 45 seconds. If they if they hadn't acknowledged me in 45 seconds, I was out the door. Yeah, and even today, I went out with my wife on Sunday. We went to a restaurant, got in there, and the woman said, "Be with you in a minute." All right, so we stood there. We got the watch, right? And she's fiddling about on the cashier thing, and then she starts talking to a group over there. And I said, "I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm gone." All it takes is someone to turn around and go, "I'm really sorry, but I've just got to get this done, and I'll sit you down. I'll go and have a seat over there, and I'll get you a drink." And there's that customer service element that's lost, or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm expecting too much.
No, I think there is an issue about the customer service element that's lost, isn't there? Because even with the old, you phone into a call center or whatever we want to call them these days, and it's almost like you raise your point before you get into the issues about your complaints. But even when you raise your point, there's no acknowledgement of the fact that you're there at the end of a customer service call expecting complaints to come in. Yeah. And there's no acknowledgement of the fact that actually we might have let you down. It's almost like a by your leave. And that's the bit, I'm going to be honest, that kind of sticks in my throat a little bit. It's the old, you're being dismissive before I've even started.
But and I don't think it's as bad now, but I remember when I first started in this industry, and I mean, you know me well enough, I didn't want to do this. You know, I didn't want to do this thing. But if you said to someone, if you complained to someone, so you went on a training course and it wasn't very good, and you said, "Look, I'm really sorry, but I don't agree with what you're doing. I don't like it." It was put back on you. You must be stupid. I know what I'm talking about because I'm a trainer. Well, no, you don't necessarily. You know, and there's still this. I think it's like a defensive reaction. And I've had it. I'll put posts out on LinkedIn and all the social media channels, Facebook, everything else. And I put one out on minimum force a while back. Mm-hmm. And someone came along and said, I said there's no legal standard for minimum force, it's a social standard. I mean, even the police admitted it in their good their guide to officer safety training in 1995. It was a police invention. And this guy, who's ex-police, said, it's a legal standard. I said, it's not a legal standard. He said, it is. I said, I'm happy, you know, I'll bow to your superior knowledge. Show me what act of parliament it's in. He said, it's in the Human Rights Act. I said, it's not. He said, it is. I said, show me where it is. And it was in the College of Policing's guide. And I went, that's not even secondary legislation. Someone with no knowledge has written this thing, and you think it's law. And he went, yeah. And I thought, no, I said, I'm really sorry, but you're wrong. He just disappeared off the thread.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, they blocked me and disappeared. So, in other words, I must be thick.
Well, I just want to go back a little while, though, like you were saying about before, though, isn't it? You know, about the trainer who, if you keep questioning me, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
And, you know, right back to the principle of, I'm going to start with all things being equal. We could have a debate about that another time. That's for another day. We just stay on that subject. But all things being equal, then we've done some form of review analysis, isn't it? So this person has got the current requirements around knowledge to attend the course, and providing the training is delivered in the right way, and he or she, they are reciprocative to the training.
Yeah, you're doing it again. You've swallowed the freaking law books.
All right, okay. Ian, he understands the training, then that's what I'm trying to say. You're the third person today, actually, to say that to me. I'm being serious as well. They understand the training, then the training should be attainable, isn't it? Is the point I'm coming to, though, yeah? For themselves? Yeah. And those threads should still be there. I mean, when we're doing trainer courses with people, the Royal We are doing trainer courses with people, that needs to be part of the thread, though, isn't it? The fact that I come on your course, you come on my course, part of the prerequisite is I know that all things being equal, you should be able to attain the standards to be able to sign off as a competent, qualified, accredited person at the end of the course.
Yeah, don't me on this one. I mean, I was involved I went to Wrexham for this. This is many years ago.
Right.
And the local authority asked me to come up to do a review of this situation. And what happened is a training provider had gone in, run some training with his care home, and failed the care home manager on the basis that she couldn't do the techniques. Now, I can't remember how long she'd worked for them, but it was well over 20, possibly 30 years.
Right, wow.
Yeah. So she's got her pension and all of her sort of things there, but she loved the kids. So I said, show me the techniques that she's failed on. And they started to demonstrate these techniques a bit. But what was interesting was the trainer, probably get under pressure because I'm now asking, was getting them wrong. And I said, you're getting them wrong. And he went, yeah, he says, because you're here. I said, well, I hope I don't turn up when you're restraining someone. I said, and he went, so I said, just explain to me how this technique, and the technique is just a combined set of skills. So you've got a number of skills, you're grabbing, holding, whatever, combined to make a technique. How does it fit the skill criteria as laid down by Guthrie? He said, who's Guthrie? So I said, right, okay. So I explained to him who Guthrie was. And I said, 3 components, maximum certainty of a goal achievement. They've got to be able to do it every time. I said, now you're showing that you can't do it because I'm here. I said, so it's failed that hurdle. I said, minimum movement. I said, now you've got 2 or 3 combined movements in this thing. So it was grabbing and stepping to the side and doing this. I said, that makes it a complex skill. It's going to fail at 145 beats per minute.
Yep.
I said, a minimum energy expenditure. I said, I've talked to the staff. I said, they told me that they were sweating having to try and remember all these techniques. I said, so it's failed all 3 areas of skill criteria. So it's not a skill. It should be in a technique. And he went, yeah, well, you would say that, wouldn't you? You're the competition. I said, no, I'm trying to be objective and trying to help you. I said, but I reckon I can put her through a course and she'll pass. And we did. We ran a course and she passed the course. But the effect of this is, if someone doesn't get involved that knows about this stuff, that woman could have potentially lost her job.
Yeah.
And a 30-year or whatever it was investment in that company, her pension would have been, less than what she would have got. But if she'd have gone to a tribunal, and you or I or anyone else with half an ounce of common sense had just explain what I'd explain,
yes,
she's very possibly going to win that tribunal.
Absolutely so. Gosh, all day long. Well, I mean, and aligned with that is that issue of, remember, and it's not that many years ago, I'd invite you along to a physical intervention training course. Doesn't matter what the physical intervention techniques program is, but I'd wait to the end of the day, let's say 4:30, you've just done the last lot of skills or techniques, call them what you want, and I go, Mark, you failed. And that's the first time you've been aware that you've had any issues on the course. You know where I'm going. And then I make reference back to about 11:15 this morning when you were performing the techniques. I weren't satisfied with your standards, but I've waited till 4:30 before I've raised the point. Yeah, and we still have the modern day equivalent of that, because not so long ago I was having a conversation exactly that point, because my question was, so at what point was it flagged up then that you needed some additional remedial training? It wasn't. Yeah. So hang on a minute then, let's get this right then. So that scenario I've just explained, that's basically what happened. She went, yes. And I went, well, I think you better take that back and address it.
That's still going on.
Yep, still going on. Still going on. I thought that part had been dead and buried, but no, it's still occurring.